What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I am back for the second time in Malaysia, specifically Kuala Lumpur, staying around this area over here. Gonna be here in Malaysia for a week, but it's another region that I want to explore that I didn't get a chance to explore last time I came, so that's why I'm back over here. So yeah, we're around Kuala Lumpur, gonna be strolling around the city. You know, I already showcased a couple of neighborhoods around here. The last time I came, this is a massive city with many neighborhoods, but we're gonna do like the bases out here today. So without further ado, join me. They have like a lot of skyscrapers around here, you know, all over Kuala Lumpur. In my opinion, you know, because a lot of people, the city, you know, a lot of people, they focus like in other cities and they talk about Singapore, but I think Kuala Lumpur is almost like in the same level as Singapore in terms of develop. But I think there's like more action over here, is busier, and this city is actually more affordable than Singapore. So I'm gonna head towards one of my favorite skyscrapers over here, which is the Petronas Towers. I already covered it last time, but the other time when I came, I didn't know there was another region where you could walk and get like a better shot of it. There's also like a sky bridge for a highway where you get the whole view of the city center. But I think it's actually much nicer in the nighttime. I didn't got the chance to see it in the nighttime, so I will come back in the night and film it too. So, like I said, I'm just strolling around, showing you what's out here in this beautiful country, you know, that I love. So, high-rise buildings all over. Then I see like the tower over here, this one. It's actually pretty dope. This is the Menara Tower. Actually, the second tallest building in the world after the Burj Khalifa is right here in Kuala Lumpur, which is called the Merdeka 118. So it's a couple of years old, but it's also like a massive, tall skyscraper. Weather right now is not too bad, you know, it's pretty nice, but it does get really hot over here in Malaysia, because this is Southeast Asia, you know, and the weather could be pretty brutal, like the humidity. See how nice it is. They have a lot of trees, residential area. If I walk here straight, it would take me towards the Petronas Towers, which is the tallest twin towers in the world. Keeps going, you see how nice the buildings are. But here's gonna be like a pretty modern area, and you know, they got really tall skyscrapers out here. They have developed pretty much Kuala Lumpur, you know, back in the days. There was not much going on, but they built like so much massive skyscrapers out here, and it's a huge metropolis. It's pretty affordable here, like the food is not really that much. And the food is super multicultural out here, you know. It's also a multicultural country, you know, with Chinese, Malays, Indians all living together, you know, and you see people from all backgrounds. Over here's gonna be a pretty nice view of the modern side of Kuala Lumpur. You see the massive buildings, and one of the twin towers, the Petronas Towers, is right here. I just gotta cross the street, but be careful because of people, you know. They drive the opposite directions out here. Then what I like about the streets is how they organize the pedestrian side with the bike lane. So, you know, pretty developed. I think there's something going on because I see the securities, you know, guiding directions out here on how to walk. And I saw like a lot of police going one way, so not sure there's somebody important coming. I see like I'm literally surrounded by a sea of skyscrapers. But thankfully, for all my walk here, I've been surrounded by trees. And ahead of me, I see the Petronas Towers. It's funny because in the map, it looks like it's near my hotel, but it's actually further than what it is, you know, in the map. So I am approaching, look at the bike lane, how lovely it is. And then this is one of the Petronas Towers, which is the tallest twin towers in the whole world. And then they got the mall, Suria KLCC. But yeah, they got like some school kids over there. I guess they come on a field trip around here and they travel around, but gonna make my way towards the other side, because the last time I came, I didn't make it towards the other side. I think if you go ahead, you get the view of both of them. You know, the shots are gonna be pretty epic. I just gotta figure how do I get towards the other side, trying to study. I think there's like a massive plaza out here, and yeah, that should be where you get the good shots. So yeah, I can see it right here in front of me. This is the other side that I missed. It's literally like a plaza over here, and if I walk towards this way, you're gonna see how massive the skyscrapers are. You can see it from over here, this beautiful, gorgeous structure of buildings. And now you're looking at the buildings behind me. There's also like a water fountain over here, so probably a better shot if I go towards the fountain. Got a lot of people. Pretty quiet now, man, because it's early. But I think in the nighttime, this is gonna be really popping, because the skyscrapers, they light up with the lights out here, so it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna come in the nighttime, because last time I didn't do it. Here you get it. I'm right behind the tall buildings, and like I say, this is one of my favorite skyscrapers in the world. When I was a kid, I remember seeing when they build these buildings on television, and it's an honor for me to be standing underneath them. They're gorgeous. There should be a street over that way, so I think if I cross towards that way, I'm gonna get a better shot of this building. So it's close over here, so I gotta figure my way, how do I get to the other side? Towards this way, let's see if there's a way I can cross towards the other street, and maybe I can get like a better angle of the two Petronas Towers. You know, I think it's gonna be actually really cool. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty busy over this intersection. And then there should be another way that take me towards the link, like the sky bridge, and then I should be getting like a really good shot of the entire skyline of the city. And this might be like a better angle over here for me. Or maybe if I go towards the bank area, maybe. I don't know. So I'm gonna walk towards another side. There should be a link that's called Saloma link. And it's like a bridge. In the nighttime, it lights up with the Malaysian flag. And then on the other side, there should be the MRT station. So I probably might hop in that and take it towards another district of Kuala Lumpur. But yeah, I just love the futuristic designs of the skyscrapers that they got going on over here. It's pretty awesome. Actually, I think over here is actually like a little better shot if I go down this way towards the corner. And over here, it seems like it's a little park or district. Not sure, I think I gotta go towards this way. Towards this overpassage, and it'll probably take me towards that bridge that I wanna walk. This is actually the bridge, and like I said, at nighttime, not sure they do it every night. It lights up with the Malaysian flag. So it will connect you from one side to another one. I gotta say, I'm a little panicking already with heights. But this is what I wanted to see, and I missed the chance to see this district the last time I came. I think over here should be a good shot of the Petronas Towers. And now I'm crossing this bridge. Oh, it's actually a canal over here to the bottom of me where I'm crossing. So literally connects you from one neighborhood to another one. You pass like a major highway and the canal. So that's pretty interesting, this concept that they do out here. Not sure how clear you can see, but it's like literally a canal and the highway. And then over here should be another neighborhood. Probably like a local neighborhood outside the touristy area. So behind me is a local neighborhood. Not sure if it's a Malay village, because like I said, there's a lot of diversity happening in this beautiful city over here. And I think if you walk towards this little esquinita, you get a full angle of the Petronas Towers, which is actually really dope. So the name of this area is Kampung Baru. And it's like an area not too far from the touristy side. But there should be an MRT station somewhere around here. Here you see this modern condos over here, and then they got like local restaurants happening out here. Wow. The last time I came into Malaysia, I didn't saw like neighborhoods like this. It's all the type of neighborhoods I like. Or they even have a Vietnamese restaurant. So I'm pretty sure in the evening or the night times when it gets pretty lit. I think the station should be somewhere around here. Let me see. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna take the train and head towards another area. The city center, which is kind of like the old district. I filmed it last time, but they have like a huge, massive mosque, you know, mostly Muslim area. They have like older architecture, old buildings. So that's gonna be another area for me to explore. I just gotta figure where the train line is. I think it's somewhere around here. So this is the LRT station. Forgive me if you see me all sweaty. It's just the heat and humidity here is just intense. I'm gonna take the train. I don't think it's that far. I'm train walking, it'll take me forever. Like I say, it's cold, especially with this brutal heat. It's just dangerous, but I'm gonna take the train out here just like I was doing in Singapore and then walk around the area to see what's going on. They also have Petronas Street, which is the Chinatown of Kuala Lumpur. It's got the little token over here for 150 ringgit. That's literally like about 50 cents. So let's take this in here. You just tap in the token and we'll go in. They even have toilets over here, so that's really good. Now we're going underneath the station. Here we are. Oh, cool, it has the barricades and everything. This is the one that I gotta take. It's a few stops. Let me read the stops. So, only 2 stops. I'm getting off Masjid Jamek, which is a cultural area out here. So, I'm here waiting for the train. Damn, I just checked the weather. It's 103 degrees. That is like almost 40, so this depends on how hot it gets out here, Southeast Asia. But let's wait for the train patiently. 2 more stops and I'm in another location that I'm gonna show you guys. I'm out here in Masjid Jamek, and I filmed this area last time I came, and it's actually an area that's super rich in history and culture. So I'm gonna see if I remember where to walk around here and show you guys what's happening. Here you find a market, which is really cool, right off the train station. The beautiful clothes, you know. Because they got really good quality, cheap products out here. Then once you leave the market, there's like a pedestrian plaza over here that will connect you to all the touristy areas over here and really cool part. This is like the older part of Kuala Lumpur, like the city center, and I'm gonna show you what's happening. This plaza, as you can see, the buildings are older than where I was. Sorry. I'll say the buildings are older than where I was. You know, there was somebody there begging. I didn't want to point the camera. And you got like a mosque out here. So here, you know, they practice a highly Muslim community. Then I think over there ahead, they got like restaurants and food and stuff. So it's pretty nice, you know. And then I think Independence Square should be also all the way towards the end. So I'll show you what's happening. The last time I came here, I didn't walk the street, you know, because I was a little bit lost with the streets out here. I try to focus like where the beautiful buildings and architecture were, but now I just noticed this area. So it's actually really fun to walk at. Here you can see all the stores, and if you need to send money or get SIM cards, they have it all over here. I think in the nighttime, this neighborhood is vibrant too, you know, because they lit up, you know, with the beautiful lights and everything. So I think if I cross the street, I'll show you what's happening through the other angle. But yeah, really cool, the street over here. I like it. And what I like about a lot of cities in Southeast Asia is that they literally connect from one side to another one, and they're actually pretty walkable. So yeah, here you got more buildings, older buildings. So it's pretty much like a local neighborhood out here. So there's also another neighborhood that I stayed last time that's called KL Central. Is really in the borderline of Brickfields, which Brickfields is known as Little India. And it's a pretty vibrant community, you know, a really nice neighborhood and district out here. So, you know, really cool. But now let me figure my way where I'm at right here. Like I say, I see the tower that's literally by my hotel. It's not far, but if you're walking in this heat, it's just pretty intense. I gotta go the other way if I wanna walk towards Independence Square and then Petronas Street with this Chinatown. But it's not far from here, but you can see the difference of the area. You know, I see a lot of Indian restaurants, Tamil, I think, with just like, you know, I think it's South India and Sri Lanka, they speak that language. Not sure if I'm saying it correct, but you see the buildings and the business written in those languages. Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Brickfield. So you can see, this is another plaza that connects you to another side. And then you see like the modern skyscrapers of KL or Kuala Lumpur. I know last time I came, I walked by a canal that was steaming. Not sure if the water was hot, but it was literally like having some steam in it. So it's really cool. You see people live here, you can see the clothes hanging. That's how they do it here in these tropical countries. A lot of them, they don't use washer, they just wash their clothes and they dry it up, you know, in the balcony. And this is a mosque right here. They even have a little pedestrian area over here with a lot of stores, you know, and products. That's really cool. And over here, the MRT train passes. They have multiple lines out here in Kuala Lumpur. The Merdeka Square should be somewhere around here, but I'm getting a little bit lost, so I'm gonna look at my Google Maps again to see where the heck am I. It's like a busy intersection right here. Oh boy, it is hot. So those are one of the downsides of exploring countries like this. But I don't mind, it's worth it because you see something different and like a cultural experience. Here you get some nice architecture. And there's like a wide space. I like the architecture of that building over there on the other side. So let me see, I just got a guide where I'm at. So you literally have a map over here, so you can have an idea. So just, you know, Independence Square is right here. So I'm starting to remember where I'm at. I see a massive Malaysian flag. A couple of mosques out here. You can see also 118 Merdeka building, which is the second tallest building in the world. And there's the canal right here. So yeah, this is actually gorgeous. Gonna walk through this bridge and get some shots for you guys. Show you what's happening. This is what you get here. It's beautiful structure of buildings, old architecture with modern architectures, and the second tallest building out there, right behind me. So yeah, I just wish the weather was a little bit, so I think if you go in the afternoon, it's actually better because it cools down. But yeah, this is what you get here in KL and Kuala Lumpur. Actually beautiful, right? And then I'm gonna cross the street a little bit to show you a bit of Independence Square and then the architecture that is in this side of the street. But if I cross the street, I think I'll show you like a better angle of what's going on. This is the Independence Square. Then over here's the building, Bangunan Sultan Abdul Samad. Beautiful architecture with the Merdeka 118 in the back. And then in the middle you have a massive monument with the Malaysian flag, which is absolutely awesome. It's an old historic building right here in the heart of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. See, this is a massive building, goes all the way. It's crazy, it takes an entire block. And then the Malaysian flag here, this is super, super tall. I don't think the video, but I'm filming does justice so you guys can see how tall and massive this is, but this is just amazing. You're not sure if you can see it clearly, but there it is. See how high up it is? That's crazy. If I go this way, this will get me a little bit closer towards the Chinatown area, or Petaling Street, which is also like another vibrant area, you know, and then it will get me close to the Green Line train. So here we got like all the beautiful architecture. Then I could walk straight. This will take me to another district out here in KL. So here, Central Market, popular market in KL. It's not just this, they also have a building you could go inside. They sell, you know, clothes, they sell a lot of stuff out here, so it's really cool. And this is in the borderline with Petaling, which is Chinatown. Also the same, it's like a street like this, covered, but then, you know, pretty busy, and they sell literally like everything. So also the good thing is I went inside the market and I cooled myself up because it was really, really hot. Like literally I was sweating, but now I dry myself up, but I require like a nice shower. I'll tell you, the heat is just intense and pretty brutal out here. So, and they got restaurants out here, you know, I'm pretty sure in the nighttime, you know, it's pretty vibrant, like many neighborhoods in Southeast Asia. Something tells me it's gonna rain because it's getting windy and the clouds is getting actually pretty dark, so uh-oh. But now let me walk towards this way because that's where Chinatown is, and I see an overpass at the bridge that probably could take me towards the other side. And then over here I'm surrounded by this tall, gigantic building, Merdeka. I love the old architecture that they have out here in Kuala Lumpur. You know, super, super nice. Like I said, many videos, I'm a huge fan, you know, of architecture, both modern and old ones. And Singapore was mostly like modern skyscraper, but over here they have a lot of old buildings too, so that's something that's really cool. It's just so crazy how this building is just climb up in the middle of a neighborhood like this. You can see. Then you got the buses here, you know, it's easy to commute around. Even got like shawarma. Shawarma is pretty popular out here throughout the streets of Kuala Lumpur, so pretty vibrant. But in the nighttime, this neighborhood comes out to life, so I'm gonna come back out in the night and film some areas. I'm probably gonna focus more on Bukit Bintang, which is a vibrant neighborhood out here in Kuala Lumpur. This is Petaling Street, and then it goes all the way there, and you're gonna see a lot of vendors, probably fake products, but pretty busy out here. So super busy over here. Like I say, they sell literally like everything out here. Do like the colors that they have out here. It's pretty nice and pretty interesting. It's really cool. The last time I came here, it was actually busier than today. But still, you know, even better because you have the whole place to yourself. Oh, they sell some jerseys out here. This is actually really cool. Even fake sneakers they sell out here. And watches. But it's not just this, you know, they got a couple of blocks from the neighborhood. The good thing is if it rains, you get protected right here. And they got this over here, that's really cool. Vibrant Street, if you go outside, that's where they got all the restaurants. Also, one thing I've been smelling durian all over in Malaysia. It's pretty popular over here, but it's popular over Southeast Asia like Vietnam, Thailand, even Davao in the Philippines. But I think over here it takes the lead, you know, of the durian. But I don't think I'm gonna have the guts to try that. I tried that years ago in New York City, so I don't know. Maybe I might here, who knows. I think there's a food court over here that will take you towards the streets. Different in Canal Street, this is mostly pedestrian and more organized than in New York City, but you know, they sell everything from hats, clothes, shirts, watches, you know. So I guess over here you can practice your bargaining skills. You know, if you want to get anything for a cheaper price, then maybe this is the place for you to come out here in Malaysia. Now I'm outside where they sell clothing and party fixed stuff. But over here, I want to show you the architecture of some of the buildings. I think if I cross on the other side of the street, it's nice. But from over here, I can show you a nice looking area too. And look how colorful and beautiful the buildings are out here. You know, it looks pretty nice. But I think the side that I'm walking is actually nicer. So I'm gonna see if I can cross towards the other side to show you what's going on. So this side is better. You can see some of the buildings with the colors, but the buses are literally blocking. So I'm gonna go towards this way, towards where the MRT is to wrap up my video, but I got more videos coming out here in Malaysia. This is just like a little preview of what's happening over here and just me taking it in towards my second visit out here in this beautiful country. So I had to come back in the nighttime to capture the vibes out here and to show you the difference between the daytime and the nighttime of the Petronas Towers. Are literally right next to me, one of them. You can see it's shiny, but I think the views are gonna be even more epic ahead of me once I go by where the water fountain is. So let's do it. In the surrounding areas of buildings, they lit up too, and you see crowds out here taking pictures. Those are like the main entrance. Oh wow, this is dope. Look at this. Feels like a futuristic vibe. I don't know. You go this way, then to my left is gonna be like the plaza where they have a fountain, and that's where you get your money shot. And here's the water fountain. So if you go all the way at the end, you get a good shot. Over here you see the lights behind me. Look at this. It's shining. It's like futuristic. I don't know. Look at this modern building over here. Pretty nice, right? Look at everybody hanging out here. And the weather now is really nice. Like earlier when I was filming, it was blazing hot, but now the weather cooled down. The only thing I dislike about this towers is those lights over there above me. I think they should eliminate those lights because it's kind of ruining the moment. But then when you go all the way down here, you get this vibrant, futuristic building out here. But they should take away those lights on top of the mall. I think that would be like a better view right there. So. But let's see if I can make it towards the bridge to see if the lights are on. I'm gonna try to make it towards the bridge that I was walking a little bit earlier. I wanna see if the lights light up, like I said, with the flag. If not, at least I'll try, but you already see, you know, the Petronas Towers behind me. Different vibe, you know, I can't believe that the last time I came here, I literally missed this, like the vibes, you know, in the nighttime. If you're a fan of the nighttime and the lights and all that, then you will love Kuala Lumpur. It's pretty nice. Then I'm probably gonna make a video of Bukit Bintang. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. It's kind of like a vibrant neighborhood out here in KL, and the lights are pretty beautiful in the nighttime. And here you see people out here trying to get their money shots over there, and then if you cross the street, they're on the other side too, trying to get pictures. So it's pretty busy out here, because I think the farther you go, the better your shot is. And here you see, look at all the people out there lining up to get that money shot with the Petronas Towers. It's pretty nice, right? I'm not gonna even lie about it. So yeah, I think it's actually better in the nighttime when you come, see? The crowds of the people here behind me. And here, see, I can get my money shot. So now I did it in the daytime, now I do it in the nighttime too. And look at everybody out here taking their pictures, wow. Then here, pretty busy out here. The bridge I wanna check out is in my favorite color, blue. Sometimes they be lighting it up with the Malaysian flag. But I'm probably gonna walk, not across the bridge, but walk a little bit towards the inside to show you what's going on. Oh, it changes color from purple to blue, so that's actually pretty nice. And then you get a little bit of the Petronas Towers. But I think if I go towards that way, it's a better view. So I'm just trying to capture both in the daytime and in the nighttime, so you can see the different type of vibes. So look at this futuristic design out here. Look at me, I feel like a little kid with this tunnel out here in the lights. Whoop. It's actually really awesome. I'm glad that I came here in the nighttime, you know. By the quality, you know, a lot of people, they skip this, you know, but I discovered it because every time when I used to Google Kuala Lumpur, this bridge will be popping up. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna start wrapping up my video out here in Kuala Lumpur. It's been an amazing evening, an amazing night. Still got a couple more days here, then I'm gonna go heading towards Penang, which I heard is one of the food capital out here in Malaysia. But that was the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.